bar they have here inside the Mainstay Suites. We're with Laura and Janice here with Mainstay Suites. Laura, tell us your title, what you do here.
I am the front desk attendant here at the hotel.
Are you from here?
I'm born and raised here in Hackberry.
In Hackberry.
Yes, sir.
Janice?
I am executive housekeeper. I'm originally from California.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, but I've been here over 20 years. So.
20 years?
Yes.
Part of the family?
Yes, sir.
I have to tell y'all, we've been here a day and a half, and this whole town is it's almost like I'm at home, and everybody's just so neighborly and friendly. Tell us a little bit about where are you at? What is the road here if they wanted to come and visit?
We are at 700 Main Street, located off of Highway 27 South. We're about 16 miles from the Gulf of Mexico.
So if a lot of people wanted to, we were saying this morning, there are so many places to fish out here. If somebody wanted to make a weekend fishing trip, this is the place to come and stay. Let's say they wanted to get a hold of you. What number do they call if they wanted to book a room?
337-762-3128. That's the direct line here to the hotel.
Direct line. We booked online, but
At choicehotels.com, just type in Hackberry Mainstay Suite Sportsman's Lodge.
Sportsman's Lodge. We didn't even mention that when we were talking about the name of this place. Sportsman's Lodge. That tells you everything. Get on down here and get some fishing. It's a beautiful place down here in Hackberry. All right. So we're here at Cajun Paradise Charters with Captain Phil. This is where you're going to start. This is where the dreams begin, right here. This is where you're going to come back a happy camper. Look, if you catch them, great. If you don't catch them, you're still going to have a good time. We're going to try to fish today and see what we do. Hopefully we'll have some pictures. If you look around, you can see he's like ready to go. Okay, you can actually come and stay a weekend. Come and stay a day or two. Or actually, if you just wanted to fish a day, you come. They have everything here. You can, like I said, you can stay 2 or 3 nights if you wanted to book, or just that one day. Phil, if they just wanted to come one day, you just take them out fishing?
Yeah, what we call a day trip. In other words, you just drive up the next morning. You might want to sit at the casino at the best day where y'all stayed, or stay here, stay somewhere. If they just want a day trip, fine. They just drive up, we take them fishing. Or you got the full package. That's where you come in here. We got meals and lodging, and we got fishing. And then you can come in if you want to and just stay.
Cajun Paradise Charters. Look them up online. Call them up and get out here. We are inside the Mainstay Suites Sportsman's Lodge right here in Hackberry. Talking to Cajun Phil with Cajun Paradise Charter. Okay, if I ask a stupid question, y'all are just going to have to work with it, because I'm telling you, a newborn baby knows more about fishing than I do. Cajun Phil, tell us a little bit about how you got started. And I know Kevin, your son, is in the business also. And I heard from Debbie May, thank you, Debbie, that this guy's been fishing since he was knee-high.
Well, I started when I was 5 years old, because me and my mom and dad, we had to actually fish to live, to survive. That's what we did. We fished 4 or 5 days a week. We did both saltwater and freshwater. All of the saltwater fish back then, I'm talking about a long time ago. I'm 77, okay, so I'm talking about when I was 5 years old. We fished every day. We didn't have ice chests. We had grass sacks. We put the fish in the grass sacks. We had a little jug of water. Mom make peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We'd stay out there all day, and we'd catch all the speckled trout, redfish, drum, sheephead, whatever. We sold them for $0.10 a piece. Oh, my goodness. And we thought, we were doing good selling them at $0.10 a piece. But all the bass, crappie, chickenfin, bluegill, goggle eye, right, all the freshwater fish, that's what we ate. Yeah. We kept those. So right, that's how I got started doing that. And then Dad and I fished all the time. We'd come in with big old stringers full of fish, and we kept bringing them in. And the TV station in Lake Charles said, "Hey, everybody's talking about you catching all these fish. Would you like to do a little segment during the sports?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I'll do that. That sounded like fun." It wasn't but about a 3-minute segment. I'd go out and we'd film a little bit and show that. And after about 3 years of that, they said, "Look, that show's so popular, we'd like to do a 30-minute program, put you on." And that was back in 1968. Here it is, 2020, and still doing the show. Now, I got Kevin on board when he was 7 years old in 1974, and our show's on every Sunday morning, Fox Sports Southwest, and we're there at 6 a.m. Sunday morning, bringing folks a good 30-minute TV show, and we love it.
Yeah. How do you beat that?
Oh man, I'll tell you what. Like I said, Kevin started guiding when he was 18 years old, and he's in his 50s now. So he's been guiding for roughly 33 years, and he actually runs the lodge here in Hackberry, Louisiana, called Cajun Paradise Charters. And,
Sorry, Kevin. We didn't mean to mention your age. But
yeah, there you go. Yeah, but right now the only reason why he's not here because he had his knee operated on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, he tore up his ACL and he's got his knee operated on, and we're still running 3, 4, 5 boats every day and catching lots of fish. But he's not one of them right now. He'll be out another month.
if you see my boat, my Craig Cat, it's actually a boat for the handicap. And all you do is sit down. Yeah, you don't even have to get up. You just sit in the seat.
Prop his feet up on the foot. Go for it.
Cap Phil, tell us about on our way to Sabine Pass. We noticed there was a Johnson Lake. You called it
Johnson Bayou.
Johnson Bayou. We noticed there was 15, 30 boats in there. It looked like you could actually jump from boat to boat to boat. If I'm out there looking for fish, where am I going to find these fish? Do I want to go out on my own, or do I go look at a big old pile of boats over there and then go follow these guys and see what's going on? Where do we find these fish?
What it is they're basically fishing oyster reefs, what they're doing, because that's where the speckled trout are hanging out. But a lot of people don't know where the oyster reefs are. So if you get real lucky and you see what we call the birds working, that's where the seagulls are diving. Not the little lyrebirds, okay, but the seagulls are actually diving. If you see that and you can keep away from the other boats and them not coming in there and mess it up, then you should catch a lot of fish. A lot. Right now we're like, oh my God, we're almost limiting out every day. But like I was telling you, with the size limit, we're having to catch like 100 to 125, 150 fish to get your, 2-man limit of 30. Here in Louisiana, it's 15 person. And so you got to work the birds. And some schools of birds, fish under the birds are going to be all small. Then you get on another set, they're all nice ones. Then you get on another set, they're all redfish. Like I was talking earlier with you, we had a guy just yesterday. He was out there and he caught his limit of 60 because he had 4 people. And they caught their limit of 60 trout, and they were actually coming in. They saw another set of birds, and they said, well, let's just go and fish them a little while. We're a little early. They pulled on in, and it was all redfish. So, yeah, birds could be redfish. It could be speckled trout. There's also a lot of gaff top coming in now off the Gulf. So sometimes you get a set of birds, you catch a gaff top, leave. Because that's all they are going to be, okay? So, and another thing is working slick. We'll be crossing the lake and you'll see a slick pop up. As long as it's a small slick, that means it just popped up.
Yeah.
That'll either be gaff top or speckled trout or redfish.
Yeah.
And
unless you're in Galveston County, no disrespect, it could be Exxon or Texaco.
I
a lot
heard
of
that.
old slicks out there.
But anyway, you see a slick, and if it's a big slick, it's been there a long time, and it goes with the current, so it's not around the fish no more. Fish doesn't drift its way away.
Right.
You got to get one that just popped up.
Right.
And what's cool is whenever you're sitting there and you're fishing, fishing, and one pops up close to you, then it just throw right there. It's come on, buddy, Bill.
Right. Let me ask you about baits. When do I change baits? I was fishing with a good friend of mine in Lake Lipton. Let me tell you something. I don't know anything about freshwater. I darn sure don't know anything about freshwater or saltwater. I mean, I don't know anything about fishing, but he says, Keith, if nothing works in 15 minutes, change up. Change the color. Change up. You were talking about you're out there, you're following the birds, all of a sudden you got live bait, you're saying, let's go lure.
Yeah, what it is if you got a big school of speckled trout, they're like piranhas. In other words, speckled trout and redfish both. If you throw in a popping cork and you're catching a few, then all of a sudden you notice every cast you're catching one. Instead of just sitting there and using up your shrimp, just pick up that plastic where you can throw it out and just bounce it a couple of times. because now they're in that frenzy mode.
There you go.
If they slow down, pick the shrimp back up, get them started again, find that little pod, because what they do is they move around, they go off that arch reef, come back. A lot of people, they'll catch 10 or 15 and then they quit, they leave. No, we sit there and we wait, because all they're doing is they're chasing shrimp right. They're going to come back on that little hump we're on.
Yeah.
Look at you, I got gills still in that.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So what it is you're sitting there and you're not doing any good, and all of a sudden that boat leaves, and this boat leaves, that boat leaves. Now when it comes down, the fish are still not far. They didn't go way off, okay?
Yeah.
They'll come back. Another thing is people figure that the only time they're going to catch on to the birds is when the birds are there.
Okay.
We go and the birds get spooky because we're chunking at them and we're throwing at them and we get too close to them, so they'll move off. They'll find another set over there.
Right.
Well, sure enough, these guys are cracking up. They're going following the bird. We sit right there. The fish didn't leave. The birds left.
Birds left.
Fish are still there. Just keep chunking,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
golly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much to this and that's why we say hire a guide.
Yeah. I'm
We're in the business, so
you can't
we
go
want
wrong.
you to hire a guide.
Yeah.
But there's so many reasons why you should, and that's one right there. I mean, and the crazy thing about it, sometimes every once in a while we got a guy that said, look, can you go this weekend? I said, yeah. We go out and Kevin will put them on 60 trout or 20 reds or whatever. Well, they'll come back in 2 weeks. They go to that same spot. They don't see Kevin, so they go there. Nothing. They come in the land, and there's Kevin. He's got his box full. He's cleaning again. He
Yeah.
said, Kevin, we went to your spot. He said, well, they weren't there. And they said, well, we know that. What did you do? Kevin just kind of nudges me. He says, I just caught fish.
Yeah.
The thing was, where he brought them that first time, the tide was coming in. It was a pile of oysters. The trout was on this side. As the tide went over, they're grabbing the bait
Right.
as it comes over.
Right.
When they went, the tide was going the other way, and there's no place for them to get. So they're not going to sit here.
Right.
So Kevin went to the place where they could hide on this side. So you got incoming tide places, outgoing tide places. You got when the wind blows out of north. Another real quick story. Our guys caught 4 days in a row. All caught limit. All coming in with 60 trout and some redfish.
I don't even know what a lemon is. I
Well,
never seen a lemon.
They're all coming in. They go out the 5th day.
Yeah.
And I said, y'all went back to the East Bank? No. And I'm like, you limited out 4 days in a row, 4 boats, and you didn't go back? Well, no, the wind was blowing dead out of the west. That's going to be all muddy.
Right.
Hello. I'm one of them individuals. Now I'm playing like one of the individuals.
Exactly.
I'm one of these individuals now that caught up there yesterday. I'm going back today, no matter where the wind's blowing. And the other guys, they ain't going to see a guy today because they're going to be over here on this bank because the wind's blowing this way, and they're going to come in with their limit again. So guides know where to go when the wind's blowing here, there, the other. When it's muddy, they know where the clear water is. I mean, it's just, there's so much to this game.
There's a lot to it. People think you just put a piece of shrimp on a hook, throw it in, and you ain't gonna do it. That was my next question. Technique. All right, we just got finished with specs. We got our limited specs. And I'm thinking, you know what? I want to go in and do a couple of redfish. Now, if I go in and try to catch some redfish, or let's say I want to go do some floundering, instead of, I don't want to go gigging all night long. Is there a technique? I mean, am I changing things up for that red that I wasn't doing for the
One
spec?
thing that you have to have basically, is, if you're not chasing birds. Basically, if you're just going after redfish and you're looking for them, there's no birds working and you don't know what to do. Main thing is to hit a good shoreline. Preferably if it has, rock grass. Grass is fantastic. Also, if it has oysters. And what you want to do is put a popping cork, about that deep. About 18 inches, what we say, a little popping cork. We use a little, they got all the expensive $7, $9 rattling cork.
Exactly.
We hardly ever use it. We use a regular 69-cent popping cork.
Do you make your own? Do you
No, we
you
just
don't put your own lures together?
Go to Walmart, pick up a 69-cent popping cork. And we put it about that deep with a little split shot about that far ahead of your trout. And what you do is you just go down shore. Keep that Minn Kota moving. Move it. Make sure it's Minn Kota.
Yeah.
Keep that Minn Kota moving, okay? And you're going down the bank kind of slow. And all you're doing is throwing ahead of the boat. So many people want to throw here. By the time Kevin's up there, they're back here.
Right.
So,
Ahead of the
and flip-flop. Flip-flop. People say, well, he's throwing right there. If I throw here, no, throw over him. Then when he comes in, he's going to throw over you. And you just keep flip-flopping. But what you want to do is you go. And we got a little rhythm that we all do. It's pop, pop, let it sit. Pop, 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 pop. And once you get 5, 8 foot from the bank, come on in, go again. And we just keep going. When you catch one, make sure that other person isn't sitting there watching you.
Yeah, get out there,
Yeah.
get it going.
And you're not going to need the net for a while. Say, get out there, get out there. Try to lay it right where you caught them, because they're going to be a little pile, and you can usually, we catch 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember we were up fishing in Florida, and I'll never forget that. That's a good point. I had landed some Maui or something. I don't know what the heck it was. And my buddy told me, get up to the front of the boat, don't reel it in, just leave it out there. And he said the same thing. He had the other anglers just
Get out
throwing
there
it straight out.
Because they're in that frenzy.
I guess it was a decoy or something. So what are you using for bait when you're redfish? Are you luring? Are you using croaker? Are you using mullet? What do you?
We basically use just shrimp, live shrimp,
Live,
dead shrimp.
you ever use dead bait?
Dead bait?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the wintertime.
Only one
when we don't have fresh shrimp.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
the live ones back.
we do probably, I would say we do a good 25-30% of our TV shows in the wintertime. We love December, January. We catch so many redfish. Now we wrapped up in our frog dogs rainwear, not because it's raining, because it's good and comfortable, and we wear our boots instead of our flip flops and with long pants. We get out there when it's very cold, and I'm talking about if you go and watch some of our old TV shows, you're going to see it. The one that was on this Sunday had a guy call me and say, God almighty, y'all was tearing them up. We were not only catching one at a time, we were catching 2 at a time, and Kevin had a double rig because he was trying to catch 2 flounder, and he was catching 2 redfish at a time.
Oh, my God.
And I mean, we literally caught roughly, without exaggeration, on that show that aired this past Sunday, roughly 100 to 125 redfish. 2 guys, Kevin and Carlos, by 9:30 in the morning. What we did is we actually changed shirts, changed hats, and we did another show. So in case you see another show in a couple of weeks where we're hitting them again, it was the same day. Even though I said, friends, I hope you didn't miss the show 2 weeks ago. We're right back here in the same spot. Yeah, it was 20 minutes ago. We just had a different shirt and a different hat, and we sitting there snorting and yakking. We changed bait. Yep. We went from shrimp to live bait. And it's so much fun when you can go out and catch fish all the time and enjoy yourself. And I just say get out in God's great outdoors and enjoy it, because there's nothing better to me. And bring the kids, bring the wives. I mean, at our Cajun Paradise Charters, we actually have more kids and more wives coming to our lodge than anybody else I know of.
Yeah, I mean,
because we take care of them.
Right. And that's one reason why we're doing this Where's the Fish trip, to let everybody know, look, come on down. I mean, you could stay here. This place is beautiful. I mean, they got everything here.
We have a lot of customers stay here. I would say without exaggeration, we have between 200 and 400 people stay here.
Let me ask you this: what if somebody wanted to watch your show? Now there's so many ways you can get on TV. What station or what?
Yeah, it's actually Fox Sports Southwest, and it's all of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. And I'm on Dish, but Kevin's on Direct, and we both got it. You know what I'm saying? So
Sunday morning
at 6 a.m. And we run the second and third quarters, so we got 3 more quarters to allow. And I tell you what, we got. And if somebody just wants to, follow us on Facebook, I'm Phil Broussard. I'm not Cajun Phil on Facebook, but believe it or not, there is another Cajun Phil. So it's Phil Broussard on Facebook, and you can also see Cajun Paradise Charters on Facebook. And then we have the website, CajunParadiseCharters.com. Not Cajun Paradise Lodge and Charters now. Don't get that wrong. CajunParadiseCharters.com. And you can get all of the info, prices, phone numbers, and all that. But we love it. We love it. Our lodge can handle 12 people, but we have 3 other lodges next door, across the canal from us, right down the street. So we can accommodate any group. And we do a lot of corporate groups as well as a lot of families. And give you an idea, we had 3 groups this week. We had 3 different lodges. In fact, I had some of them stay here. We got one coming in this weekend staying here. A lot of them stay at the casino. We probably do at least 400 people that stay at the casino, because they're not but a 20-minute drive from the casino. And a lot of times the husband and wife will go to the casino. There'll be 3 groups, and the 3 ladies want to stay and play at the casino.
Exactly, and the guy.
Now that's the only time we take the money up front, by the way. But if you go to the casino, we want to hold money.
Get the money first. Exactly.
That's a joke.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So we're going to actually go to one of your lodges after this, and we're going to bring the drone. We're going to take some drone photo videos and check out some of the stuff out there. Where are we going? Where are we going after the show? This is your lodge, right? This
will be our lodge, Cajun Paradise Charter. And like I said, it's small. And what we'll do is we're not one that wants to have 3 different groups at our lodge. You book at our lodge, and you're the only people in there. I don't care whether it's 3 of you, 6 of you, 9 of you, 12 of you, whatever it is. You're the only ones in there. You get another group call, we're going to put them 2 houses down. Another group call, we're going to put them at the one across the street. So we got 3 lodges that we use, but only 1 lodge is ours, okay? And we have full package, which means you get a evening meal when you show up, something like crawfish, souffle, shrimp, scampi, something like that. Next morning, got a breakfast sandwich, got a full boil sandwich on the boat. We furnish rod and reels at no charge, fish cleaner at no charge, and we furnish ice and cold drink. You bring your own beer, and we have a blast. In other words, we have the meal sitting there on the table. The other option is a day trip. Yesterday, 2 of our groups came in and drove. We had 3 lodges with people in it. We had 2 day trips where they just drove in. One of them stayed at the casino, and actually one of them stayed here. And they drove to the lodge in the morning. We have what we call the day trip. And then we have, if you want to cook your own meal, we had one of those this weekend where they come there all the time. They come like 4 or 5 times a year, but they bring their own everything. They cook their own food. So we got lodging and fishing only, or full package, lodging, meals, and fishing. So we got whatever they want. And if somebody don't know how to fish, don't worry about it. We furnish the rod and reels, and what our guides do, we do this a lot, especially with the youngsters or ladies that don't fish a lot, okay? What we do is we'll actually make several casts for you, putting it right where it's supposed to be. Then we hand you the rod. Say, now pop the cork, pop it. Set the hook. Yeah. We'll even put the shrimp on if you don't want to. Now, with Debbie May, you don't touch that. Debbie wants to make everything herself. She takes her own
There you go,
fish.
Debbie.
Yeah, puts her own shrimp on. And all the ladies, by the way, she's with the Gulf Coast Lady Anglers. And they book with us every year, several times, and they're coming pretty soon. I don't remember the exact date now, but they're coming. And when they come, all they want that guy to do is run that boat, stop it, and they do everything. They net their own fish, put on their own shrimp, make their own cast, take out their own backlash if they get. They do everything, okay? Yeah. But keep in mind, if you don't know how to do that, we do it all for you.
Right.
We help you become a better fisherman, okay? So remember that.
Hey. Captain Phil, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I mean, I think God has a plan for all of us, and it's just amazing because we weren't even going to come to Hackberry. We were about to go over the ferry, headed to Cameron, and the guy said, "Look, you're going to have to go to Lake Charles and get that boat fixed." I said, "Oh no, let's go to Hackberry." And one thing led to another, and here we are. I'm ready for a great day to see what's going on, to catch some fish. We're going to head over to that lodge. I want to thank Mainstay Sweet Sportsman Lodge here. Y'all need to come over here, book a room, and do some of this fishing, because I'm telling you, there's some beautiful fishing holes out here. I didn't know there was this much fishing. I love it because I'm just kind of surrounded by water. I mean, it's just incredible.
It is.
Kevin, sorry you missed out. We had free coffee. We will see y'all, well, I guess a little later in the day on, I guess, some big fish. Thank y'all.
We hope so. I tell you what, we're going to close like we do every week. Till next time, it's okay to Phil and my buddy saying happy fishing and may God bless.
There's the fish. Guys, girls, all right, we're here about to dock the Cat. We're here in a little boat dock on Calcasieu Ship Channel, which is just right on the other side of this little bank right here. We're going to put in here. We're going to kind of head up against the bank, hit a couple of these sloughs, and we're going to try to catch some fish. Oh, guys, gals, fishermen, fisherwomen, it's tough today. I know, excuses. Tropical force winds, rain. The only birds out there working with me and Alicia. Nobody didn't see a bird. Yeah, it was tough, man. Just a bunch of no keepers.
No.
Nothing to take a picture of. But hey, we had fun. What a great place Hackberry is. Met a lot of interesting, lot of great people in this little town. We'll definitely come back. And I tell all of you. This is another bucket list place to come and visit. Get your room, Mainstay Suites, here.
They treat you right here.
Some of the guides even have their own rooms available that you can stay one night or 2 or 3 nights. Alicia,
Yeah.
I know, you mad?
No, never. A bad day of fishing is better than a
There's
good
always
day at work.
tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Hey, we don't know where we're gonna be tomorrow.
Nope.
All I know is we're going east. And I'll tell you, until then, everybody, y'all have a good day. It's Monday.
Monday.
We'll try again tomorrow. Hang in there with us. We're gonna catch a fish. Oh, my name ain't Keith Picato.